Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Larry. If you're new, out here at Ridge 88, the off-grid property in northern Arizona, and I'm officially sort of living in my fifth wheel, sort of. For those of you who seen my last video, I did get my truck camper back. I do just kind of have it parked here temporarily so I can move stuff back and forth. It is still usable, but there is obviously something wrong with the frame or something in there. I actually just found out another little bit of information that I can't really share on here yet, but somebody I know that has a similar Lance camper of similar years just found out that they had a whole bunch of broken welds in their camper. So I don't know if something's going on with this year range or if they just don't weld them good to begin with, the aluminum framing on the inside, but something ain't right, and I don't know what it is. And it doesn't seem like the dealership cares too much to look into it. So we'll move on past that. I did get the dog area moved down here. It was up there on the hill. That's kind of been abandoned up there for now. Trying to get things down here. So I got this dog pen fencing kind of just weaved in through the rocks. They have a motion light right there above them. And yeah, of course, security camera. My pup's got to have security. That's actually why my phone keeps going off. There's Mason boy, huh? Let's go on the inside. What you doing, buddy? What you doing, bud? Huh? You enjoy it out here, huh? All the shade and the soft ground. Where's Marty Pants? Oh, Marty, what you doing, buddy? Marty! His new obsession is lizards. Now that there's rocks and stuff over here, there's been some lizards, and he just can't get them out of his mind. But yeah, anyways, living in the fifth wheel. I got the awning brought out a little bit just to shade the side. It has been hot here, about 100 degrees, and it's been a struggle staying cool during the middle of the day, which is kind of where we're at right now. Last you guys had heard, I was bringing a bunch of solar panels in. I brought 10 of these. Woo! Windy. I got 10 of these Canadian Solar bifacial panels. They're 535 watts a piece. We have 8 of them across there, and that's really all I could fit, because since they're in series, like if I add another one over here, the shade from this in the morning shades it longer, and I end up getting less, because if one of these panels gets shaded, then it just drastically cuts down the watts coming in. So I had to just kind of put them how they are and exactly where they're at. I moved them a couple times, and you can already see right there, I'm starting to get a little bit of shade on that first panel. Let's see what we're bringing in. $2,692 watts coming in. Got 2877 going out, but I'm actually doing laundry. I have the electric dryer running and the air conditioner running. So this setup has been doing pretty good. I have 2 of the B300K expansion batteries back there, Solar X 4K to bring in all the solar. But what I'm finding out is that at night, this does not hold enough juice to power the air conditioner throughout the night, at least on these hot nights. If it was a little bit better, like a little cooler out, like in the fall, it's probably perfect, but I'm hoping to maybe get a couple more expansion batteries, and then that way this system could, AC the unit year round, even in hot weather like this. But for right now, I have this 30 amp cord ran over to that generator, and that generator has kind of been powering both of them, not at the same time, just part of the day. Like as we get into the evenings, I'll plug in this green cord right here, and this goes over to the fifth wheel, and then overnight I'll plug this into the truck camper. And I've been sleeping in the truck camper because that actually has a little bit bigger battery bank, and I can actually run the AC at an actual normal temperature. So I have it set to like 72, and then I sleep nice and cool in there. But on the fifth wheel, I'm having to keep the AC up higher, like 78, just so I don't run out of battery faster. It's just not quite the setup I need yet. And on top of that, I have, you see this bay door is open, And this bay door is open over here, and I'm having to leave them open because it's getting so much heat from the amount of power going in and out of this thing that, I mean, you can feel it radiating off of that thing. And I just want this whole area to stay as cool as possible, stay efficient as possible. But I do have a project that I want to do that I think will help keep this area cooled down. But well, you guys ready to go in yet? They are crazy. They love sitting out here in the heat. They'll like lay in the sun until they're just about to boil, and then they're ready to go in. So I keep a close eye on them. They don't usually stay out here very long. But yeah, I got all sorts of little projects to do maybe on this video. We'll see how many we can get to. You kind of see here I got one of the artificial grass pieces from up on top of the hill. And I put that down here just because it's already rained since I've kind of been using this RV, and I just needed a place to take my shoes off at and go inside. But I got 6 more of these, so I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe come up this way, because I park my truck up here usually, and it'd be nice to have a little walkway so I can stay out of the mud to get to the truck. I'm also thinking about maybe running it this way and then coming out here and making like a seating area, kind of just out in front of the, let me move over here. Just do like a hangout seating area right here in front of the RV. I can actually maybe even put a little fire pit out here, since I don't plan on moving the RV that much, or probably at all. So I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But we're officially out of fire ban season, so I'm stoked about that. Too bad it's too hot to make a fire. All right, I'm gonna get these dogs brought in before they bake, and then I'll show you guys the inside. Feels so much nicer in here than it does outside. I love these things. These limoncello LaCroix. Can you see that? Is it in focus? Although, for whatever reason, all the cans blew up. I think it got too cold. Still works. Anyways, let me show you the inside here. I'm not fully done moving in. So you can see this is where the door is. We came in here. That hallway goes up to the bedroom and the bathroom. Love this kitchen. It's almost like a normal sized kitchen with a full residential fridge. And I love it. I can actually store food in the fridge and in there. It's great. And then I got the double recliner, although this thing needs to get replaced. You can see what happens to it. It's just nasty. It just falls apart. Just cheap RV leather. You don't seem to mind though, do you, huh? Yeah. This is where we've been hanging out. Yeah, it's hot, huh, buddy? You hanging out here too, huh? Right in front of the fan. Even though the AC's on, it's still toasty in here. I got another couch back here. This is projects and stuff that I'm working on. Got a new Starlink for the security system. Got some new wires for the solar weather station, some lights, things like that. These, I'll have to show you this. I got some pictures I'm going to hang up in here. But yeah, I got the full, I think that's a 50-inch TV, entertainment system, fake fireplace. What you doing, buddy? He has been having such a blast in here with this big floor to just run around. What are you doing? You tearing it up? You tearing it up? That used to be a sheep or a lamb. I think it was lamb chop. Used to be. Hide your eyes, kids. Anyways, let's go up here. This door is already open. We'll go into the bathroom. I haven't done much with the bathroom other than actually take some decent showers. It's just nice to have a decent sized bathroom with a mirror that I can actually stand up in. Then the bedroom, let's get the lights turned on here. Whew. Got some laundry going. Whew. I feel like I'm living in luxury right now. And then big closet, nice sized bed. I think I'm gonna hang up another picture right there. I'll show you the pictures. You just want to be right in the middle of everything, huh? Right now. Okay, we'll block that out. Let me show you these pictures. These have been sitting in storage for ages. I actually kind of forgot about some of them. I have a bunch more, but these are the ones I definitely think I want to use. This is a print of a sailboat I used to have. I used to love going out and staying on that thing. It's still a part of my life dream to end up getting like a catamaran, going out in the ocean, living on a boat for a while. One day. This is an oil painting that I actually did. Marty. That I actually did watching Bob Ross. Just watching him paint, and then use his techniques and made a very similar painting. So of course I want to hang that up. And then this one, this just has a lot of sentimental value. This is a sheet of $1 bills, and this was actually willed to me to my grandma before she passed. So of course, very special piece. It was always hanging up in her house, and I just always loved it from the time I was a kid. Now the sun's gone down a little bit. It's not horrible out here. So we're gonna try to work on a couple projects, I think. See, so the sun's not even fully down yet. The panels are being shaded. I'm only bringing in 93 watts. Still using 2000. And we're already down to 62%, saying it's only gonna last 2 more hours. And it's only 550 at the moment. So that's not gonna work for me. I gotta increase battery storage or move some panels to where they get later sun, because look, this is kind of only really the spot that I can put them, and you can see they're already all mostly shaded. So that's obviously why I'm not getting anywhere. That's right, though. We will end up running the generator in a little bit here before this runs out. All right, let me show you over here. I wish I had a workbench right now, but we're gonna make do with what we got. So I got some 3-inch flexible, like dryer hose vent type of material, a couple clamps. I got this blower right here. See a little fan in there. This thing doesn't use up a whole lot of watts, 35 watts. So I should be able to run that to draw air out, hot air out. And then we got these that were supposed to be 3-inch vents. 3-inch vents, and they didn't have really any other measurements. But this is 3-inch tubing, and that goes inside plus extra room. So that's obviously not going to work, but we'll still make this work. It's kind of a bummer because I only have a 3-inch drill bit. I don't have whatever size this is, so we'll have to do it by hand, I guess. So we're going to talk about this week's sponsor real quick. We're talking about the Wolfbox G900 Pro dash cam slash rear view camera. I love this thing. I don't know why, if you haven't got one yet, I don't know what your problem is. If you have any kind of A-class, B-class, C-class camper, box truck, van, station wagon, taco truck, truck camper specifically, whatever you want, whatever you camp in, this is going to be something you need, because I know for my truck, I can't see out the back. And this makes it very easy to be able to see out the back. In fact, it's all touchscreen. I can just kind of scroll this up and down, adjust it how I want. Go to the right. That's a split screen, so front and back. This is just out the front. You want to do menu, touch right there. You got every single option and just easily navigationable. So it's very easy to install. It just has these two wires right here. This thing just goes right over your, let me see if I can get the camera in there, right over your existing rearview mirror, or you can take out the rearview mirror and there's a mount for that to go just in replace of a rearview mirror. You got two wires. This one runs over right here, comes down, goes into the fuse box. This one goes up, over, down here, and then out the back. I'll show you that in just a second. But this thing records anytime you turn your vehicle on. You don't have to worry about turning it on. Just kick it on. This thing turns on automatically. You can see right here, it's starting to record already. It records 4K out the front camera, 2.5K out the rear view camera. Of course, you got your date and your time, all that stuff over there. Now, it's actually a doofus and ripped the wire out of this thing last time, but I have the camera back here on the back of the camper. You can see it. I have it right up there on top of the ladder. It's not really quite center, but it works for me. I get to see out the back. I get to see over the trailer. You can see the wire coming down. And then they have these new connections that are just waterproof, easy to take apart in case you need to take it off to remove your camper or something like that. But you can see, actually, I ended up taking the wire this way. I found a hole in the floor, ran it down here, very easy. Oh, damn. Ran it down here along the frame. You can kind of see it right here. Just zip tied it, ran it back, and then went up the back over here. Came out this hole and went up the ladder. It really only took about 15 minutes to get it zip tied to look somewhat professional. Just very easy. Anybody could do it. Like, you got to get one if you have something like this where it's just hard to see out the back. When I ripped the wire out, I had to go a couple weeks without having the review camera, and I didn't realize how much I actually used it and enjoyed having it. So I will put links down below in the description for you to check out. Wolfbox G900 camera. Get you one today. Just looking for that right there. That should work. And a pencil. So right here we have these plastic kind of storage areas on each side. There's one on each side, and there's nothing underneath. You can see right here. So we're going to install these vents probably this way, I guess, up underneath, but put one there, maybe one right there. We'll put one in all four corners right there, and then that will allow air to come in when these doors are shut. So let's go ahead and get these marked up and cut. There you go, kind of see that. Go ahead and get the knife on it. Probably could use a sharper blade. I've got to switch this out, I think. I actually wanted to put it this way because it'll look a little cleaner. But this vent, I noticed, falls out. And this is to keep bugs out. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and just put them in upside down at the moment. And that way in the wintertime I can maybe put something in there to keep it from letting cold air in to freeze. Yeah, I'll just do that. So I'll put it in from below. If I decide to glue that in, I'll switch them out later. There we go. Perfect. Cool. Now I just need to do 3 more. Although I'm hearing something over here. Where's he at? I got a hummingbird feeder over here. I hear a hummingbird. Can't quite tell where he's at though. I haven't seen a whole lot of them recently since it's been hot. I put these up, I don't even know, 2 months ago. Dozens and dozens of hummingbirds up here. But now that it's been blazing hot, I just don't see a lot of them. Plus, we've been getting a lot more rain. We're out of the burn ban right now, so there's plenty of moisture around, so I'm guessing they don't necessarily need these. Tell you what, it has been so hot, I just haven't felt like doing anything out here. Except for like this time of night. Then I just have a couple hours before it gets dark. Put some elbow grease in it. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Got these two in. I actually am going to have to glue those, silicone them, or something, some sort of adhesive, because the vent likes to fall out of the bottom. So we will probably rotate these all after I glue them. But for right now, we're just going to get it in here and get it working. And now we got the fan. We got to mount this thing. So these kind of come off. There we go. So that way we can, there's mounting holes to this. Not sure exactly where we're going to put it. Probably should have pre-drilled. Come on, man. Okay, so the air should come in this way, out this way. Let's test it out. Oh yeah. So that should draw in hot air. That's floating around up here. I might actually get another one of these hoses and redirect it to the center to just really pull the air out from the center there. But then it goes out, exhausts down here through this vent. I put a screw in it just so that doesn't fall out. And then it will draw air in through the other three vents all the way around, even with the door shut. So it should be bringing cool air from underneath the RV all the way around, and then sucking all the hot air through that vent down here. All we have to do is just turn this on right here, depending on the day. It doesn't use much watts, so we can just leave it on, I don't know, medium. Yeah, that'll work real nice. Let's see if I feel the air coming out. Oh yeah. I'm worried about something, a bat or a bird nesting in there, or a rat getting in or something, because I've been having to leave these open so much. But now I can shut them. Should stay cool. I'll probably put a remote thermometer in here just to see what we're getting up to on temperature. But I got that in the other camper, so I'll have to bring that out one of these days, maybe tomorrow while it's really hot, just to see if it keeps it cool in there. See where we're at now, 46%. A little less than 2 hours left. All right. I have another job I want to do real quick. This one I'm excited and I'm not excited about, but I'm excited to have it done. I'm just not excited to do this project. Mainly, I guess, because it's just so hot. I don't know. Need this pole. You can see I got all my grass in there. But we're not going to do that right now, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how much time we got. We need this pole for sure. £60-pound bag of concrete. So this is actually going to be for the weather station. I have this pole here that we're going to sit in this bucket. And then it's about 6 foot tall. Look at that. Yeah, 6 foot tall. And then we're going to go ahead and fill the bottom of this with some concrete. We're just going to dump this in, smash the pole down into it. Should be all right. Come on now, don't make a huge mess. Ah, goodness. There he is. It's not going to be pretty. It's not. Should have worn a mask. Anyways, we got that in there. I think that's all the way to the bottom. Let's go ahead and throw a little water in there. That's how I used to do fence posts back in the day. Maybe they still do it this way, but trying to get that water all the way to the bottom. Voila! I'm actually going to clean the sides off a little bit. And then I just have it electrical taped to the handle on the trailer as straight as I can. The thing is, it's not going to matter how straight it is, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it out in this open area over there. So that's not flat anyway. So what I'm going to end up doing is setting it out there, probably shimming it with rocks or turn it till it looks straight. And then once I get it in place, then I'll probably set rocks around the top. And it's just a weight. That's all that's meant for. So I can put the weather station at the top. That's all it is. I just don't want that thing blowing over. So I just got a cheap pot that looks kind of cool. Apparently it cracked, so it doesn't, it's whatever. But maybe the crack will actually help with drainage, since it's right there. So if this thing starts filling with water, it'll just drain out. So yeah, I did that on purpose. So with that set up tonight, should be able to go install that first thing in the morning. I'll have to put together the weather station and get it synced up to Bluetooth and all that goody stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do right now. I want to, well, there's things that we have to do. I just don't know what I want to do next. I got to pull the grill down here. It would be nice to kind of start grilling. So you got to unplug the truck camper. Truck camper is still doing good on battery. So we'll have this to charge up the fifth wheel. 5 watts of solar, 2350 coming in, and using 1997. It's going to recharge in 23 hours. That's not ideal, but we did let it go down pretty low. And when the AC kicks off, this thing will charge up a lot faster. So we'll keep an eye on this. Always got to check for mice on the inside of these. It's not the cleanest grill, but who does have a clean grill? I don't know. Cooks off. Got a flameage. So I actually got a second Starlink plan, and I think it's gonna have to go up there, and then it'll run down into here or something, plug in. I just don't know if I trust that ladder. What do you think? So this is a Starlink Mini, and I got this attachment on there. This will hook on to the ladder. Go like that. I am 2 hours away from a hospital, so I'm gonna use the ladder. This is an amazing view up here. I got that locked into place. I'll have to readjust it once I get it plugged in, but look at that. I love evenings out here. I gotta get up here and do some roof maintenance. I just brought it down, went straight into this window right here. Then I came in right there, shoved all the wires down here by the end table, plugged it in right there. Easy as that. So I need that to go with the weather station. So that way when I'm not on the property, I can check the weather. Because a lot of times the Starlink that I use is the Starlink that I bring with me camping. So I needed another one to stay here in order to run that, security cameras, things like that. I just got tired of leaving my internet here. So I got some pork steaks. It's about the only affordable steak at the local store around here. There's actually, I think, 2 or 3 very thin steaks, but I actually didn't think I was gonna like the thin steaks, but I actually really like them. And they cook fast, only $5.85 for, well, it doesn't say how much it weighs, but anyways, it's from Phoenix, JP Meats. Did I say that already? I don't know. Anyways, let's go throw these on the grill. Look at you two over there. I caught you. Come on now. Voila. This last week, I actually noticed myself not feeling the best. And I think what it was is I actually got off of caffeine. Well, for the most part, I've just switched completely over to decaf coffee. And I haven't had a lot of energy. And I haven't really been feeling the greatest. And I don't know, I was like beating myself up for not being out here and not working and not getting stuff done and not getting this stuff done a week ago. But then I had to just sit back and realize that, 6 months ago, I would have never thought, well, maybe 6 months ago, but let's say 8 months ago or a year ago, I never thought I'd be on my own piece of land, not paying rent, other than the payment for that pile of garbage. The camper, by the way, and other than that, everything else is paid for, and just, I don't know, out here enjoying it and having the ability to sit around for a few days and not feel good and not bust my butt every second because I don't have to go to work, to a job every single day. It's weird how no matter what situation you're in, you just always, or at least for me, I can always just take it for granted and want more. So, I don't know. I've just been really like kicking back and just enjoying what I've got right now. I know I have projects down the road that need to happen, and sooner than later, but it's okay to take a few days off. In fact, that's the whole idea of the channel. Work less, enjoy life more. So that's what we're doing. With us. This is your favorite time of day, huh? Sit out here when it's nice and cool? Well, it's not cool, but it's cooler. Anyways, let's check these steaks. Shoot, they're almost done. I don't have any seasoning on them, but I'll throw something on it. Oh, come on now. I normally pan fry these. Anyways, I'll throw some barbecue sauce on those, a little salt and pepper, but I figured by the time I went and got the seasoning, they'd be done already. Don't this area look nice now with the light on? They come out here, it's all safe. Huh. Yep, you like it, huh? Yep. Oh. You want to go in? Yeah? Alright, let's go in. I am just about out of food, so I don't really have anything to go with it. We're just going to eat the steaks, put a little hot honey barbecue on it. Oh, one more thing. Olives. Throw some olives in. I like to do like 2 spoons of the juice. Any kind of beer, well, light beer. One of my favorite summertime drinks. If I can get it in my mouth. Perfect. You would think being this thin they dry out or something, but they cook fast. They're just so good. Just hanging out. You're not begging. I know you're not begging. You're just hanging out. Yeah, that's it. I've not decided if I'm going to sleep in here or not. The battery in the truck camper is doing better than this one. I was thinking about sleeping in here tonight because I like sleeping in here. This is actually, I don't know, it'll be kind of nice once I just get my truck camper for camping and then this just kind of to live in. That's going to be a really nice point in time. But unless I plug the truck camper into this, I just don't have enough juice. So it's kind of a bummer. It's like I hang out in here for a while and enjoy it and then eat dinner, do my thing, and head in the truck camper. So after this, I guess we'll head over there. Get ready for bed. I got some happy puppies now. Huh. Morning. All right, well, took me half the morning to get this thing set up, but I finally got it all set up. It's perfectly level, pointed north, and I got all the sensors. Everything's all synced up and hooked up to the Wi-Fi, the internet that's staying here. So that way when I leave, I can check to see how much rain I got up here, and I could check the temperature and the wind and the soil moisture content and all that stuff. So I should be good now to be able to come up here and be a little bit more confident when I'm driving up the road to know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. Anyways, this video has drug on way too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Check out this video right here if you want, and until next time, I'll see you then. Thanks, bye.